Well, hello there, lovely people. So today I am back with some new vegan meals. I am going to be showing you guys 3 different dinner ideas, and these are really easy to make, super quick. All of them take less than 15 minutes from start to finish. So they're great for weeknight meals. If you're getting off work, you're tired, you don't feel like doing a lot, but you still want to eat good. You don't want to have a struggle meal, you know, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something like that. You don't want that. You want something that's filling, hearty, tasty, and comforting. These are clutch for that. So they're just great to have in your arsenal if you want something to whip up in a snap, and they come out looking and tasting like you spent way more time on them. And these are some of my personal favorites. They're some of my go-tos. I've made all of these dishes many times before, so they are tried and true. And I just wanted to come on and share with you guys, and hopefully these can help make your lives a little bit easier. And they're really good for beginners as well. You don't need like a super high skill level in the kitchen to whip these meals up. But anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's go ahead and jump right into the meals. Alright, so first up we have a loaded taco chili. I'm going to begin by making a meatless crumble of sorts, and I'm using this packet of beans, and these are super convenient for whipping up a quick meal. And I also got some raw walnuts, which are extremely useful for making so many different dishes. So to my food processor, I'm adding 3/4 cup of the walnuts and that whole pack of beans, and I'm going to process until it kind of looks like a ground meat. Now you can also use store-bought vegan meatless crumbles for this, but I generally like to go with my bean and walnut mixture because it does the job just as well. It only takes a minute to make, and I just feel like it's overall healthier. Now that we've done that, I'm using a jar of chunky pasta sauce. Always go with chunky for this so you get a dense, robust chili. I have another packet of beans. This one is black beans with corn and peppers. It's already seasoned, really good. And then I have some frozen sweet corn. I'm gonna put all of that into a large pot. I use the entire jar of sauce, all of the beans, my homemade crumble, which is gonna make the chili a lot more hearty, and about half of the bag of corn. Over medium-high heat, gonna thoroughly mix everything together and cook it for about 5 minutes until it's completely heated through. And this actually tastes really good even without adding any extra seasoning, but I always like to jazz up my food, so I'm using some seasoned salt. I'm gonna sprinkle a little in there. I also added a teaspoon of sugar to bring down the acidity. I'm gonna stir that in, and that's pretty much it. This chili comes together in less than 10 minutes, and because this makes so many servings, it's great for meal prepping, so you can eat it throughout the week like I did. And it also freezes well too, so you can save some for a later time if you want. Now to truly make this a taco chili, I'm gonna add some toppings. First I have some corn chips. I got these from Trader Joe's. I crushed them up, and then I'm gonna pile them right on top. Also added some sliced avocado, goes so well with it. And then I'm taking some plant-based sour cream and adding a dollop of that. And a little sprinkling of parsley to make it all pretty. And yeah, that's how I make my quick taco chili. This is a very comforting dinner. It will definitely fill you up, and the avocado and sour cream add the perfect flavor contrast, and then the crunch of the corn chips, it just all makes it next level. It's an absolute must try, so delicious. Next, we have some fried rice, which is just as good as takeout if you ask me. And again, really easy to make. First, you take some olive oil and pour out about a tablespoon into a skillet. Then I'm using this bag of frozen fried rice. I love this. I buy it all the time from Trader Joe's. Right here, I'm using half the bag. And then I'm gonna add some tofu. I always use extra firm, and this one is my favorite kind to get because you really don't have to press it out, and it's the perfect consistency. I cut off about 1/8 of the block of tofu, and I'm gonna crumble it up with my hands while adding it to the pan. And I'm gonna toss that over medium-high heat for about 3 minutes until the frozen mixture has mostly thawed. Then I'm going to add in a cup of fresh broccoli. In most markets these days, they carry the florets that are already washed and cut, which are a big help on cutting down prep time. So I use those, and I'm going to throw those into the skillet and give it a little mix. Then cover for about 3 minutes to steam and cook the broccoli. After that, of course, we have to add some soy sauce for an authentic Chinese takeout flavor. I'm going to drizzle that right on top, and I'm also adding in a sprinkling of salt and pepper. Mix it so the seasonings are evenly distributed, and this makes between 1.5 and 2 servings depending on how much you eat. Now we can go ahead and plate it up. And this fried rice, it tastes super yummy just like this, so you don't have to add anything else to it. But I personally like to add a little sriracha to mine, a drizzling on top for a spicy kick. And I'm also going to top with some fresh chopped green onion. This dish definitely hits the spot if you're ever craving the taste of fried rice from the carryout, but it's even better because you can make it right at home in a matter of minutes. And for my final meal idea, I have a veggie loaded fettuccine alfredo. But before we make the pasta, I'm gonna make some crescent rolls because, you know, pasta and rolls are like peanut butter and jelly. They just go so well together. And these take 9 to 12 minutes in the oven, so I'm gonna pop them in first. Then I'm going to take some fettuccine noodles that I have here, put them in a pot of water, and let them boil for about 10 minutes. Now while the noodles are boiling, I'm going to saute up my veggies. So I have some sliced mushrooms, red bell pepper, which I'm going to dice up, some bagged chopped collard greens, and some shallots, which I'm going to dice up as well. And I absolutely love shallots, you guys. Oh my goodness, they taste so good, and I try to put them in as many dishes as I can. So to the skillet, I'm adding a bit of olive oil, then those chopped veggies, and I'm gonna let that cook down for about 5 minutes over medium heat until the vegetables are tender, stirring frequently so it all gets evenly cooked. Then season with a tiny bit of salt and pepper. Now I can add in my plant-based Alfredo sauce. You can add however much you want depending on how saucy you like your pasta. And by this point, the fettuccine noodles should be done, so I'm transferring them into the skillet along with the veggies. Toss it so the pasta and veggies are all coated with the Alfredo sauce. And then for my not so secret weapon, because most of you guys know how much I love my Cajun seasoning, I'm going to add some of this to the pasta. And once I'm all done, I like to add a little more Cajun seasoning to the top to really make the flavor pop. Some parsley again for decoration. And our hot, fresh out of the oven buttered crescent roll to set it all off. And just look at this. You cannot tell me this pasta doesn't look gourmet. I feel like it looks way more intricate than it actually was. It's very complete with the meatiness from the mushrooms to the greens and the peppers. It's a really well-rounded dish that comes together super fast, and the roll is like the cherry on top. Okay peeps, so that's it. Those were my quick 15-minute meals. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely let me know if any of you decide to try any of the recipes I just shared. Let me know how they worked out for you. Let me know how you like them, all that good stuff. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon on my next video. Bye.